Go. Hello everybody, it's Mrs. Harding here. Today we're going to be looking at counting in 2s and 10s and 5s. First of all, I'm going to count in 2s. For that, I've got some real 2p coins to help me. Now, don't forget, if you're looking at a 2p coin, it's not a 1 pence. So I've got 2 pennies there. That is the same as my 2 pence. 1, 2. So that's a 2. I'm going to put my pennies over there. So now I'm going to count my 2p's. I'm not quite sure how many I've got. So if I count in 2s, that will help me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. So I've got 24 pence all together. You could try that at home. You could count in 2s if your family have got any coins at home. Let's have a look at our 10s now. Now today I'm using some 10 rods. Now you might not have these at home, so you could use pencils, pretend that they're worth 10, or you might like to bundle up some straws in 10s or some spaghetti in 10s. But I'm going to be using these 10 rods. I don't need to check how many there are. I know there's 10. So I'm going to count in 10s, see how many there are here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I've got 90 altogether. 9 lots of 10 is 90. Oh, now the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to look at 5s. Now 5s, if you're at home, you could use 5 pences, or you could use your hands, because one of your hands is worth 5. You've got 5 fingers. But I've got these are called mnemocon, and they've got holes or dots. These ones are worth 5. I don't need to check, because I can see that there's 5. I'm going to count in 5 to see how many I've got all together. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I've got 40 all together. Wow. Now let me show you something else you might like to try at home. Because when we're counting in 2s, we don't always need to start at 0, okay? We often do, because that helps us learn our even numbers when we're first learning. But you can count in 2s from other numbers. So if I started at the number 1, I could count in 2s from the number 1. So there's the number 1. And if I count on 2 more, 1, 2, I'm not going to be on the number 2, I'm going to be on the number 3. The next jump of 2 will be 5. The next one will be here, that will be 7. My next multiple of 2 is 9. So can you see, you don't have to start at the number 2. I'm going to carry on just for a moment. Number 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Oh, and you can start to see a pattern too. You can see these numbers here have got 1 in the 1's place, and 3 and 5 and so on. So be brave, have a go. These are called our odd numbers. Have a go at those ones. And the other thing you might like to try is I counted in 10s, didn't I? But I started with 0. Now I don't have to start with 0. Those ones were down here on my 100 square. But if I want to start at a different number, I can also count in 10s. So if I chose, let's have a look at these numbers along here. If I chose the number 4 here, I can also count in 10s, but from the number 4. So again, a good way of doing it is going down, because if you're jumping down a row, that's a jump of 10. So I've got 4, 14, 24, 34, 44, and all the way down. Oh, look, they all have 4 in the ones place, like I had 0 in the ones place. Let's do one more. I'm going to choose the number 9 this time. I'm going to start with the number 9. If I count on 10, 9 add 10 is 19. 10 more is 29, and so on. So you can see the pattern again, that all those 9s are in the one place, aren't they? So be brave. When you're counting in 2s, have a go at the odd numbers. And if you're counting in 10s, you don't have to start. Give yourself a challenge. Start at a different number. Okay. Good luck with your counting. See you next time.